What's up guys, it is XreviewZ here once again, bringing you XreviewZ number 46 and 47. This first track is called Concordia GP by Unrealistic, and I think Darklinks helped on the bordering or something. But yeah, before I get into this track, let me just say, you guys all need to go subscribe to the new ORL channel, Outlaw Racing Live. Link will be in the description. That's where we're posting all the official race videos now, and also league news and all that kind of stuff. This channel is going to be for the talk show and reviews and any other random things we come up with. So basically we're splitting the league into two different channels now. And yeah, so go subscribe to the other channel if you want to continue to see official race footage. Anyway, Concordia GP by Unrealistic, as I said. This is a very nice GP track. It's really competitive. Now this is another one of those Joker tracks that Unreal has, where by Joker I mean there's a different version of the track where the short version of the track is not blocked off. Now in the Joker version you just race normally, except you're permitted to take the short version of the track one time in the whole race. Now that's kind of the opposite of how a real life Joker works, if you're familiar with that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, this track, I love this track. It's probably one of my favorite GP tracks in this game. The only problem is there's a couple spots on the bordering that are too, couple of spots where the track is raised too high above the ground, but it's all good. Like, that was actually one of the main issues with this track not getting into next season, but also there was a couple of spots you could get stuck, and Darklinks totally derped when doing the bordering and left spots open in those glass covers where you could fall off the map. I know Unreal did go back and fix that though, so the fixed version should be on his file share. Anyway guys, I had a really fun time racing this track. Unfortunately it looks like I was out on my own most of the time. I can't really remember the race as I recorded this a while ago, but it is a really fun track, and it is really competitive because I did do a tournament. Like when Unreal made these tracks at first, he held like tournaments on them, and so there was like heat races of 4 people, then another heat race of 4 people, and then the bottom 2 from each heat race went to a LCQ, and then we had like a big like 8-person race or something at the end. I can't really remember, but yeah, it actually is really competitive. Just unfortunate there was some small issues with it that prevented it from getting into the ORL. And so yeah guys, this is a really fun competitive track, and go give it a download. Anyway, let's move on to the next track. Alright, this track is called The Lost and Forgotten MX by OMG It's Robbie, previously known as I Improbable. I'm sure you all know that by now though. Anyway guys, this track just looks amazing. Just look at this overview right now, and it was a great race. We had like 8 people, maybe even more in this race, and it was just so fun. Not the most competitive track, but Rob's tracks are really fucking fun. He has like the most creative layouts I've ever seen. You know, even if they're not, you know, like true motocross tracks, I don't really care. They're just really fun. And the aesthetics, you know, mainly pre-made buildings, but they still look good. At least it's not just like the boring old bordering like most people do, myself included. Yeah, you know, even though it's just pre-made buildings, it still looks a lot better and gives a real Rob feel to the map. Anyway, the only problem I really had with this track is that there's a couple of jumps that aren't completely consistent, like that one. I made it that time, but sometimes you sky wheelie and flip. But you know, the jumps are fucking huge. You're gonna flip sometimes, and it's not meant to be the most competitive track. So personally, I really don't care. And that jump is just amazing. It's some of these jumps that Rob does, you know, they're not the hardest jumps to make. They're not the hardest jumps to clear, but they're just so fun when you race them. And right here I believe I hit the wall. Yep, that was completely my fault. That was no problem with the track at all. And I really like this bit where he crosses through the middle building. I believe you go in there twice actually, I may be wrong, but yeah. And this under over right here, just so fun seeing people jump over you when you're going under it. And it's cool how you like almost hit the building up the top but you never do. And then you go into this GP section kind of right here, and once again that's my fault, not the track. That GP section was raised kind of high, but you know, whatever, it's not meant to be a GP. But yeah, right there was a perfect example of sky wheeling on that jump, but I don't really care. As I said, it's not meant to be the most competitive track. The only thing I would really change about this track is change those shield doors to appear on King of the Hill only. That way people racing in Slayer won't be slowed down unnecessarily. So yeah, anyway, great track, great aesthetics, great layout. It is Lost and Forgotten MX by OMG It's Robbie. The first track was Concordia GP by Unrealistic, and guys, don't forget to sub to the Outlaw Racing Live channel for race coverage. Link will be in the description, and XreviewZ out. I like turtles.